Alright, a very exciting solo cast, because I'm all alone. No one wanted to cast with me. It's not true. Game 2 I'll have Ross, but Game 1 is just me. So I'm just going to have to predict the drafts myself. Only have one viewer anyway, it's not like it's I'm talking to a big audience, mostly just talking to myself. Means I've probably gone insane. Anyway, trying to guess the bans. Who's really popular at the moment? Those target ban days of sort of Spirit Break are long gone. We see Marcy being banned a lot. Brewmaster for Backwards Hello makes a lot of sense. Who are the other really popular bans? Viper's supposed to be quite good. Oh, they banned Io. Maybe specifically for Hashem, because he has played it in the last however many in-houses, most of them. So get rid of that quickly, though he'll probably play Shadow Shaman instead. I'm expecting a Marcy ban. Somewhat has been playing a lot of Marcy Pos 4. He's very good at it. I think he was on a mega win streak in ranked, so I would expect him to take that into this in-house game. Who else would I be banning? They got Night Stalker, which is interesting. I didn't know if he was top tier at the moment. I think Viper's considered quite top tier. Lycan, Enigma, Visage. Can't think of who else at the moment. Dawnbreaker. That's a good ban. But it means Marcy is in the pool. Viper's in the pool. Any other really popular heroes right now? Not sure. Tiny Pos 1 seems to not be as popular as he used to be. Still good, but he's definitely fallen out of favor a little bit.
10 seconds remaining.
Not sure the most popular Pos 1 is. I think Ursa's still supposed to be quite good.
5 seconds remaining.
But I don't see him as much as we used to. Medusa, I think, still pretty good. Farms fast. Good mid to late game potential. They go Shadow Shaman for Hashem. Definitely makes sense. It's first pick, so why not just go for a Pos 5? Very safe. Also could be played Pos 4 Shadow Shaman. Gives you some tower push anyway. Tower push and lockdown, you can't really go wrong with Shadow Shaman. Quite squishy hero though. Struggles against illusion heroes.
10 seconds remaining.
So Dire are in the fortunate position of having the second and third pick. This goes well if you want to pick a combo of heroes. So they're going to start with Crystal Maiden, which is obviously an amazing support right now. So buffed in lane. Yes, has very low strength, very bad move speed, very bad attack damage, but I think it's now 5 seconds slow on level 1 Crystal Nova and 1.5 second root on Frostbite. That also got an extra cast range buff. So CM can basically catch you no matter where you are in lane, and you are slowed practically indefinitely. If you've got a call like Ursa, Slark, Juggernaut, anyone who can stay on the target and do a lot of damage, Crystal Maiden is the hero. You just don't want to play against Crystal Maiden early game. Level 6, she's got amazing kill potential. Can't stun her. Her shard is really cool. It lets you walk a little bit when you're ulting. Not very fast, admittedly, though there are some funny combos with Surge, Boots of Bearing, Haste Rune. And they go not for a lane to combo with Crystal Maiden. They're saving their Pos 1 pick till later. They go for Mars, a fairly safe pick. You've got Tim in the game, so it makes sense that he would play Mars. Just an all-round good hero. Again, a hero you can't go wrong with. Nice lockdown, good laning, good damage as well. Basically has it all. Now this is a hero who's picked up in popularity. He had not a very big buff. This is Clockwork we're talking about. Battery Assault now deals double damage to creeps, which is quite a big buff. Double the damage, which means if you want to farm, that's absolutely massive. Thank you so much, Scott, for the sub. I think it might be your first sub. What you're seeing is quite unusual. Usually I have a co-caster and more than just one viewer. I often have, up to 10 viewers, roughly. So I don't know why it's just me right now. But game 2, we'll have Ross as well joining me, and we'll have some more viewers. But anyway, enjoy my my drafting. My very unprofessionally made drafting screen where I've just clipped the game multiple times. So that I can put my face around it. Because this is what it actually looks like. So what I've taken is different parts of the game and just overlaid it. It's very rough. I'm trying to get someone to make a proper one for me. But it works. It works. It's an overlay. It lets me show my face. It looks a little bit more professional. You can see the two teams side by side at the bottom, the bands on the right hand side, the team names at the top. Needs a little bit of work, but it will do for one now. So they've gone for some core bands now. Clinks, Juggernauts. You don't want to be playing... actually, they interestingly banned Clinks. Juggernaut...
5 seconds remaining.
Clinks is countered by Clockwork. But Juggernaut is a hero you don't want to play against if you're playing Clockwork. So I think some of the picks and bans may be a bit the wrong way. Though Juggernaut you don't want to be playing against if you are Mars. Makes sense. They got rid of Faceless Void. I think Faceless Void are Mars and CM. I guess CM Void, there's a bit of synergy there, but I don't know about Faceless Voids. I'm not a massive fan of him. I heard he is quite good at the moment. Lifestealer ban again. Lifestealer is banned specifically for Mars. It is a massive pain to play against Lifestealer as Mars because he can just rage and walk out of the arena, and he doesn't even need to buy a BKB to do so. Same with the Juggernaut, who can spin out of it. So definitely some heroes you want to ban. But you can still do the blink, spear him into the trees to get the stun, but obviously you won't arena him most likely. Will they ban something other than a POS 1? I guess mid heroes are still out in the pool, though they tend to save mid bans to the last 4, which I think is not always right, because let's say someone really wants to pick up a puck. This would be a good game to do so. I think puck could go well here for the Radiant team. But we shall see. You don't have Nat playing this game, so you've not got the natural puck player. I'm not sure who's going to be picking mid, actually, because you don't have very many high-ranked players here compared to normal, let's say. Usually we have more Divines and Immortals. We got, I think, almost no Divines on Radiant. Juju and Ollie might have been Divine before, but I'm not sure. Dire have Backwards Hello, who is higher rank than the rest of their team are a little bit lower rank. Although Oak is in Guardian, Karen is in Ancient now. Tim, I think, is either Legend or Ancient. Somewhat, I think, Legend or Ancient. So there's a good mix of ranks here. There's the Undying. I forgot about that. That's going to be Oak's Undying. Undying vs Clockwork's interesting. They're both tanky heroes who can do a lot of damage if you get close to them. I don't know if Clockwork has enough damage to kill Undying with Battery Assault, or whether Undying just sapping strength, slapping him, and dropping the Tombstone, which Clockwork isn't very good at killing, might I add. Especially if you drop it outside of the cogs, then he has to kill his own cog, walk to the Tombstone. So I like the Undying pick here. You've also got Mars Arena, plus you've got the Tombstone. So you can't even kill the Tombstone, plus it's just spawning zombies on everyone in the arena, constantly dealing more and more damage. So I think it's a smart pick. They've also banned the Ursa, which is someone who's very good at killing the Tombstone quickly. However, Snapfire still in the pool, and you could run a pretty nasty Snapfire clock lane, and then use Snapfire to kill the Tombstone for later. So I like that possibility anyway. I don't know if they're actually going to run it, but we'll see. They do need a support as well on the Radiant. Or will they pick one of their cores? That's the question. "45 seconds reserve time." They're thinking about it. You also... Oh, you want to think about a hero that can kill the Tombstone, you see, because Shadow Shell and Clockwork really can't. They go Medusa. Ranged heroes, especially ranged agile heroes, quite good at killing Tombstones, kill it from a safe distance and fast. I don't like Medusa that much against Mars, because Mars can absorb 70% of damage goes to him, and then he reduces it as well by 50% or something like that, so he can prevent Medusa from killing his whole team, which is pretty good. Also, if Mars has trapped Medusa in the arena, Medusa can't hit anyone else on Mars's team, so that kind of traps Medusa in place. I find range cores quite hard to play into Mars. Still, I think it's a fairly good pick. You can't really go wrong with Medusa. Thank you, Scott. All I want is like some borders or something, for example. Like I had a few things like this dragon made a long time ago, but like I want to make it look a bit nicer, the overlay, because at the moment it's just cutouts of my stream of Dota, just kind of put around the frame, whereas it'd be nice to have little borders and sections just to make it a little bit more professional, a little bit sharper, maybe hide some of the boundaries, etc. That's what I'm sort of looking for, and if you could do that, I'd even pay for it. There's no problem. That I'm really looking for someone who will do it, but no one wants to take my money, so I'm just looking for someone to do that. Earthshaker. Ollie's been playing a lot of Earthshaker in solo ranked. It's got lots of lockdown, so Radiant have no shortage of lockdown. Medusa doesn't even need to go for the Aghanims build. You just have stuns for days, engage with Clockwork as well. So I think Radiant definitely have team fighting in a good place, but then Dire as well. Now, I like Monkey King, Mars, and Dying. You know, there's a lot going on in the team fight. You've got the Wukong's Command. Hi, Chris. I like that it comes up in a bubble that says first time chat. I don't know if you guys see that as well. But, I mean, I know Scott's obviously desperate for work, so fair enough. Put him to work. So Monkey King's got Wukong's command, which obviously creates millions of clones you need to get out of. But then you're trapped in the Mars arena, and you've got a tombstone from Undying sitting there at the same time. You could just, if Dire can pile everything on top of each other, there's no chance of surviving. That's basically what's going to happen there. So BKBs are going to be good, because then you can run out of the arena. Medusas play very greedy, and not many of them go BKB, but I think having BKB just so she can escape the arena is going to be necessary. Otherwise, there's no way for her to escape. I think Clockwork can probably, what is it called, jetpack over the arena because it's flying. So that would be a good pickup for him. Shadow Shaman is dead unless he buys a Blink Dagger and can blink out, so it's going to be hard for him. I like Radiant... Ooh. I was about to say I like Radiant's team lineup more, but now I'm not actually sure because Dire's team fight, if they put everything together, it's really strong. Monkey King versus Medusa, I'm not sure is an amazing matchup. You can build Diffusal Blade and Monkey King, but they tend not to. They tend to either go Battle Fury, Aghanims, Deso, you know, some more damagey items. But if CM can get the ult on top of a Medusa, Medusa can't move. There is easily enough damage to kill Medusa there.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I'm fine. I think it's a hard game for me to tell who's definitely going to win. I think Radiant's lineup is easier, but Dire have so much teamfight potential, there's an easy chance for them to win. We've also, something I noticed a bit earlier, we have 9 people here, plus me, the caster. That's 10 of us have the RCDC clan. So it's a big RCDC in-house. Backwards, so the only person in a different guild. And that's what it is, a guild, not a clan.
10 seconds remaining.
So for shame, but, you know, as long as he's happy to play, that's what matters. They banned a load of mid heroes like I predicted. 4 mid bans right at the end. Puck, Necrophos, Windranger, and Zeus. I think the Zeus ban is interesting one. I think Zeus is actually quite popular at the moment, but I feel like the Dire would have been able to get on top of him fairly quickly, you know, put him in the arena. I'm not sure if he can leap over the arena. Actually, I think he can. That makes Zeus not very... Mars not great into Zeus. They've gone for Lina, they've gone for another high right-clicking core, high damage. Also plenty of magic damage on Lina. So... seems like a good pick. It's very all-round. It goes so well against so many mids. So now Lina doesn't have to worry about being hard-countered mid or playing a really difficult matchup, which you might have if you pick a TA for mid, for example. So there's no bad matchups for Lina. That's almost true. If there is one, please let me know, because I think Lina pretty much can beat anybody in mid lane, or at least farm as well. I don't know who you play against a Lina. I think a bit more lockdown for Dire would be good, but playing some of the spirits like Void Spirit would be good for their team, but quite hard to lane against Lina. That would be a really painful lane, but if he can endure it, it would be good. I have a feeling like something boring like Timbersaw will be played. There are 2 strength heroes on the Radiant. It does do well against some of their more immobile heroes like Medusa, Shadow Shaman. You get on top of them, they are dead, and it's backwards hello. So I feel like Timbersaw is the most likely here. Not bad, actually. Kunkka could be pretty good. Good lockdown. Might struggle against Lina, but also you can harass Lina when you get higher levels of the Tidebringer, and you can X marks to spot yourself back to base with the bottle to stay in lane. Sort of like how Ember does it with the Remnant, but X marks you can do from even level 3 if you wanted to. You don't have to wait. Or level 4, you don't have to wait till you're level 6. Now, thinking about it, Kunkka or Timber were my guesses. Just because it's backwards hello, I think the Timber's likely. I can't see anyone else who'd be much better. I guess you could go Puck, but... Winter Wyvern, okay. Now, Winter Wyvern mid used to be really popular before it got nerfed quite considerably, and now it's made a really random resurgence. I always liked the idea of Wyvern mid. We played it a couple of times. It might not be Wyvern mid though, because it's somewhat on Winter Wyvern. Wait a second, you've got somewhat on Winter Wyvern, Oak on Undying, Karen on Crystal Maiden. That's 3 supports. Support players. I can't see a mid Undying or Crystal Maiden. It must be somewhat mid Wyvern. Okay. I mean, he is a Wyvern player, so let's talk about the Wyvern mid again. Witchblade, you could go Travels, and then Aghanims. Aghanims is so good on Wyvern. You can basically perma-fly. That's 800 or so attack range, always applying the slow and the damage over time. And you have the Witchblade. You use your ultimate, you can damage people while you're in their ult. You could eventually buy an Orchid, so that you can amplify the damage that you're dealing to the target, and Orchid is just a nice item, gives a lot of mana regen. Wyvern's a pretty deadly mid hero, can farm thanks to Splinter Blast, 340 magic damage I believe it does, can kill the range creep for most of the game, so securing those last hits at max rank. Splinter Blast can farm stacked camps pretty easily. And also fairly hard to kill. Has a heal, has a physical damage immunity. It means Medusa will do nothing to that target. Lena's right clicks won't do any damage. Serpent wards won't do any damage. And if you can ult someone next to Medusa, they will die. So yeah, big fan of the Wyvern mid. You just don't know how experienced someone is at playing it. Because I know he's very good at Wyvern, but has he played core Wyvern? Oh, Karen level 29 Crystal Maiden. You know she's desperate for the level 30. I think she's already got 2 level 30s. I think Grimstroke is one of her 30s, along with Witch Doctor.
Prepare for battle.
Oh, there's a chat highlighter settings. Interesting. Suspicious user. It's a suspicious user thing. First time chat. Returning chatter. What is this? A new viewer who have chatted at least twice in the last 30 days. At mentions, moderators, subscribers. Whoa, this is cool. Don't know if anyone sees that, or that's just for me. Like, I can see who's a first time chatter. Assuming everyone can see that. But I don't know. Tim with the Windlace. Windlace Gauntlet of Strength. He's desperate for some move speed. Who is he laning against? A Medusa.
To battle.
Maybe he looks to exploit the really, really poor move speed on Medusa to just run at the target. Make the move speed gap even more intense, but without having to start boots and therefore miss out on a Quelling Blade and a Gauntlet of Strength. I quite like it. They're going aggressive, but so are both teams, which is usually what happens, which means they end up just trading.
The battle begins.
So just a trade there. Nothing that interesting. Wobber has gone boots first, so I think that's fairly standard for Clockwork. Because you need to run at the target and battery assault them, and then you just click them down. Clockwork's right click isn't amazing, but it's not terrible. Earthshaker with double Gauntlet of Strength, he's got pretty good right click. Enchant Totem is double damage, even at rank 1. So you're hitting a strong 120, that's easy last hits. But who is the core here? I'm assuming it's Ollie, because Ollie has the Quelling Blades. He's playing Pulse 3 Earthshaker. I like Pulse 3 Earthshaker. I think it's a good position for him. He can get the Blink Dagger fairly early. Whereas a Pulse 4 Earthshaker desperately needs Blink Dagger, but he can't get it early because he's too busy, you know, being a support, not a loud farm. And Earthshaker scales pretty well with items. You know, Aghanims is always a good choice for him, gives him so much more mobility. In those team fights, you can go other sort of supporty or core defensive items like the Wraith Pack, the Shivas, the Scythe, you know, whatever you need. Probably don't need a Scythe on Earthshaker, actually. There's so much lockdown on him. Or you can build right-click damage if you're really far ahead. Nothing stops you getting a bit of right-click damage. Maybe overwhelming blink to slow everyone. I like the early overwhelming blink on some heroes if you're really fed. It actually does a crazy amount of damage if you've got a high amount of strength. That is somewhat playing mid. Does have to play against Juju though. He's also a very confident mid-hero. Not mid-hero, mid-player. Juju is not a hero. Maybe he is. Full stick. Magic Wand even being bought by Shadow Shaman. Yes, he thinks he's going to get a lot of stick charges. He sends himself 3 mangoes. I would have expected maybe a clarity or 2. Mangoes are good if you want the health regen, but I can't see a hero like Shadow Shaman needing only mangoes for the fight. And Wobber is being chased by Oak at the moment. Actually going to go on him using the battery assault. Ooh, Tombstone has been dropped. Will it bring any damage though? Just going to check my microphone to make sure it's at the right volume. It is, yeah. Don't have someone like Karen to help me out. So now the Tombstone is going to go down, but Oak first gets a lot of damage off. Tombstone will die, but she is sitting on 16 bonus strength, which is a crazy amount. Level 2 Undying, hitting 79 damage, 1000 HP. Backwards though, he's happy to just farm. He is against double melee as Monkey King, which is always a good position to be in. Now that he's got rank 2 Jingu, you do not want to get in a long, prolonged fight with that guy. 70 damage, 40% lifesteal. Of course, that applies to the Bounder Strike, which is a guaranteed crit. And looks like he's going to go for it. He's not able to get Ollie. It does. Does proc the Jingu using the Boundless Strike. And there was actually a kill in the bot lane on Karen. Tim also very low. Ashen reasonably low too. But Veteran, he managed to be absolutely fine. 8 stick charges. And top lane, you got another bit of a fight here. Backwards low, just right clicking. He's got 2 Jingu stacks on both heroes. He needs to get a third one. Is Ollie going double bracer Earthshaker? It looks like it. Going to make him very tanky, gives him a bit of health regen. I'm not sure if I like double bracer that much anymore. 0.75 health regen is not a lot. It does give you some right click damage, I suppose, which can be good. Wobber, he's running it backwards hello, but rank 1 battery assault against the Monkey King. I don't think it does anything. Backwards so thanks for the Jingo. I've now got 4 hits with 70 bonus damage. That's like double damage for the next 4 hits. As well as a nice chunk of lifesteal. Easy denies when you've got the Jingu up. What's happening in the mid lane? A bit of a fight to the death, but Juju is going to claim the victory. 6 Fiery Soul stacks. That is 60 moves, 60 attack speed, 9% move speed. You do not want to be fighting a hero like that in melee range when you're Wyvern. Wyvern only level 4, whereas Juju's nearly level 6. So mid lane has gone not very well for somewhat. Level 12 Winter Wyvern, 12 last hits Winter Wyvern, 25 for Lina. This is a massive gulf in the mid lane. He's going to have to work very hard to come back from this. At least he is on a hero that can farm. See backwards hello, using the mischief every single time in order to dodge the Chant Totem. The Tombstone did go down. Is it rank 2 Tombstone? The answer is yes. It means the zombies have 34 damage each. They're doing quite a lot of damage. And of course they apply a slow. Boundless Strike was used to help keep them in place. They're not going to die. They do have to go back. The Wobber does already have Tranquil Boots, so no problem. Ollie is now salving himself up. He's only level 3 though. Backwards slow is nearly level 5. And he's farming pretty well too, but Ollie's farm is good. So not a problem for him there. Look at the harassment being put out by the Shadow Shaman. 200 magic damage at rank 2 Ether Shock applied to up to 3 units. So yeah, Karen struggling there. No boots yet. Interesting to run Crystal Maiden in the off lane. While also having Undying in the safe lane. You actually have a quad melee lane in top. Putting Undying against the 2 strength heroes makes sense, but I think Crystal Maiden Monkey King actually would have had more kill potential, and Undying Mars would have also had more kill potential. Tim's going in with the spear. Oh, that looks like an easy kill. And Karen's got rank 2 Frostbite. Didn't go for 1-1-1, which is the more common build. She went for 2 points Frostbite and 1 point in the aura, which means she needs to be using that as much as she can. It does a lot of damage, or she can use it to farm a big creep. Also an option. Last 10 seconds on creeps. I do really like CM though. I'm not very good at her. Every time I play CM, I do absolutely terribly and go, I really shouldn't have played this hero. Oh, big leap from backwards. Hello. Taking the camp. Enjoying a bit of farm. Juju and Invis. Juju is very low actually. Somewhat has used the ult. Maybe nearly got a kill. Able to stay in lane. Able to get some last hits. Fuse raindrops. A very, very nice item to have when you're playing against Selena. No Winter's Curse means no kill, not for a while. It's only 2.5 second duration if there's no targets nearby, so the solo kill potential of it is a lot worse than it used to be unless you get them in the creep wave. Then it works. Quite a bit of damage done to backwards slow. He misses the stun. Wobber is going to run at him, but backwards slow did buy boots. And Wobber is 5 move speed faster, does manage to catch up just to do 1 battery assault. Burns a little bit of mana, knocks him away. I think, is it 50 damage than power cogs? Yeah, 50 damage, 50 mana burn. Actually goes up to 275 damage, which is significant, especially once you've done the hookshot combo. Hookshot power cogs combo. Oak with 10 stick charges, sending for that wand, which makes a lot of sense. Stack up to 20 and you're basically invincible in the early game. It's like a second health pool. Bit of a level difference in mid lane, but it's not terrible. Winter Wyvern still has a damage talent, but it's only 35 damage now, which is still significant. I think it used to be 50, which is obviously a lot better. Lena's damage talent is 25, so not miles off, and has a massive attack speed buff, 140 attack speed from the Fiery Soul. They did a huge buff to Fiery Soul, which makes Lena so much better to play. It now lasts 18 seconds. They changed it so it used to last 12 seconds, but obviously you had to build it 1 stack at a time up to 3 stacks. Now you can get nearly a full set of stacks just by using 1 Dragon Safe through the creep wave, and keeping it for 18 seconds means it's very easy to keep the stacks. Right now, unfortunately, going to drop them, but not too much of a problem. Somewhat is struggling a little bit with mana though. 5 mana regen is a lot for a hero this early in the game, but still is very mana intensive. Boots of Travel already finished on Juju, so that's very early travels. 8 minutes 30. So spending all of his money on some ability, but is it worth it? I would say yes for Lina. Move speed is very useful to maneuver the map. Let's get a kill into Oak, but Oak is gone. Juju just sees a stack, probably one stacked by Oak, and is going to say, thank you for the free farm. I'm going to deny it from your core. Is Juju going to keep farming, or is he going to return mid? Somewhat is using the space to get a few last hits of his own. About to hit level 8. Just hit level 8 on the hero. No cold embrace at all. Guess it makes sense. Juju's in top lane. They do back off. They actually drop the tombstone. Then they see 3 heroes. Ollie almost one-shots them. They didn't even need anything else. The amount of creeps that he generated the Echo Slam off. I think, I'm not entirely sure, but I think every zombie from the tombstone, even though it doesn't die to Echo Slam, generates an Echo Slam shock. So I think actually dropping the tombstone just meant instant death, but they really didn't need Juju whatsoever. Ollie just walks in, presses R. That's going to be the free kill. But notice he didn't go Soul Ring or Arcane Boots. So he's really going to struggle with mana. I guess he's not even leveled Fissure. He just went for 2 points in Aftershock, which is interesting. I've not seen an Earthshaker skip Fissure. I guess it makes sense on core Earthshaker, but you're pretty useless apart from running in and pressing R and staying in the lane and smacking people with your W. Hope he does pick up a point by level 8 at least. But it would be Ollie to pick a very strange, unorthodox build. Have a look at the net worth. Lina, which is Juju, is miles ahead. Then it's fairly close after that. Clockwork actually winning on the supports. Nice place to be if you're Clockwork. Mars struggling a little bit. Even though he has a kill, he only has 33 last hits, whereas Veteran has a lot more than that, 54. Doing well on Medusa. Going for first item, Yasha, straight into the Manta. I would have thought if you were Medusa, you maybe stop to get the Dragon Lance, get a bit of attack range. But Veteran says no, just give me that Manta as quick as possible and give me the Yasha, because Medusa is such a painfully slow hero. I know Yasha's percentage buff, but it's still quite a significant buff. Definitely something you want. Juju's not going straight for BKB. He's going to pick up Shadowblade first, then go BKB, which I suppose makes sense. Shadowblade's part of the initiation. Ollie gets a kill on Oak in the top lane. Max rank Enchant Totem. It hits very, very hard, so Oak will go down. I guess Aftershock does help you farm 100 damage. Doesn't seem to scale very well, though. I suppose the 1.5 second stun is pretty good for your ult. Oh, Tim, drop the ult. But is he going to spear? He tries to spear Veteran back into the tower. And that is actually really good patience from Tim. Actually, incredible play. I thought, what is he doing? And Veteran, the stick's not going to be enough. Shadow Shaman is getting the shackles, but is going to go down. Garen drops the ultimate as well. Probably not needed. It's going to be a fairly easy kill. Rotation from Oak as well. They're going to also get the Serpents. Did quite a lot of damage to the tower. Tim is TPing away. Where's he TP to? TP to mid lane. Just to hold down the fort. He's also gone for double bracer. Double bracer into phase boot. It was just a casual windlace, which is an interesting choice. Somewhat is a little bit behind the levels now. Juju's managed to get himself to level 11.5, just running up and down with the haste rune. There is a free invis rune that he can take. Somewhat does have a bottle, but it will be snatched from him. It's not. There's no sort of decisive victory at this point. Why would it be 12 minutes into the game? But Radiant definitely have a lead thanks to how fed Juju is. And that Juju turns up, just needs a few right clicks. Stolen by Hashem, of course. Oh, look at the hookshot. Fantastic. Laguna Blade? Yeah. Easy. Guaranteed kill. Nice play from Wobble. Good rotation. He picks up some well-needed earn charges. I would like to see him pick up a stick as well, because a full stick is basically half of Clockwork's mana. That hero has some mega mana problems. It's a strength hero who has 4 actives. No passive whatsoever on Clockwork. So that's definitely a struggle. Anyway, they do get the tower. And now they're going for a smoke. I like the aggressiveness. They can find Oak. That'd be a nice kill. Oak is actually level 7. Max rank Tombstone. Fighting where there's a nearby pillar. But will Oak just go down straight away? A lot of wards been dropped. They actually block the Ancients, even though they have already been stacked once. There's going to be the Hex. But is there any follow-up? There's no follow-up whatsoever. But mid lane, looks like they're going to try and go for kill somewhat. Ultimate is used to keep Wobber in place. Unfortunately, it doesn't quite latch Juju, who is a very fast hero. Karen trying to do some big damage. Is she going to get the ult off? Yeah, she is. Look at the range of the ult. They also drop the arena. Unfortunately, the arena doesn't trap Juju, so Juju gets away. Another maybe slightly overkill attempt. But I think when you're playing Crystal Maiden, the right play is to just use your ult whenever you can. 90-second cooldown's not too long, and there's not always a lot of good opportunities to use it. Ollie now has the Blink Dagger, though. This is the big item for the Earthshaker. He charges up Enchant Totem. He's with Juju. He knows backwards hello's there. He goes into backwards hello. Oh, he's basically solo killed him. Yep. Juju just turned up to use rank 1 Light Strike Array. Otherwise, everything was done by Ollie. Ollie pinging and maybe complaining like that was my kill. I was soloing him. He ulted him inside a camp as well. That obviously makes a massive difference. So nice play by Ollie. He really knows his way around this Earthshaker, doing very well. Fourth on net worth at the moment. Of course, Juju is the standout winner here, but that is the power of Lina. Not only is he 2,000 net worth ahead, or more than that, also 3 levels ahead this early in the game. Going straight for the Silver Edge. It does cancel out the passive from Mars, so it is nice to have against that. BKB's got to come up soon, though. Oh, the blink away from Ollie. Very good reactions. You got a haste, but they're not going to catch anyone. This is very tragic. Witchblade is up. Very deadly item for Winter Wyvern. Juju's gone in with the Shadow Blade. Will he catch anyone? Monkey King is there. I don't think he's seen him. Monkey King jumps away. A scan was used. That's why. Very smart scan backwards, so knew something was up. And it was the Shadow Blade that he detected. So I don't know if that was his scan. It doesn't say who uses the scan, but it was very good play. And Wobber, he's going towards the Spirit Vessel. A good item to have, especially against Winter Wyvern, who has a lot of healing as well as Undying. Mid tower has been denied, so Radiant have taken 3 tier 1 towers and Dire have taken none. So this is a very Radiant favoured game at the moment. But they're not going to rest on their laurels, sit back and do nothing. They're going to start going aggressive. They've used the smoke. Aquaso is just going to farm. They have a bit of a rotation. They do actually see Ollie, but he's just going to walk away. No problem. He's going to blink. Tim doesn't have his blink yet. He's a little bit behind. They do find Clockwork. You can actually just spear him into his own cogs, which makes Clockwork not a nice hero to play against Mars. I don't know why they've let him live on about 1 HP. They drop the arena. It doesn't get Wobber. They really didn't put enough damage into Wobber, but Karen is getting the ultimate. This is going to be a huge kill on Juju, which is a much better kill. It looks like Hashem is going to go down to backwards, so with the kills to Dire, definitely the kills they needed. Shame that they just let Wobber live, but getting the kill on Juju, it's way more worth it. That's 700 gold for that kill alone. Tim picking up most of it, which is good because he can go towards his Blink Dagger. They actually found Ollie in the mid lane. Oh, and they found a creep as well to latch onto him. He does have his ultimate in 2 seconds. 1 second, he's going to use it. He actually could have used it. If he used it there, he would have got a kill on Oak, even with the ultimate 750 HP. But they will get a kill on Ollie. This is exactly what Dire needed. Even up the playing field a little bit more. And you can see that backwards, so catching up in farm now. Does have a Maelstrom helping him farm. And Tim doesn't have his ultimate, but he's still ready to go. They hookshot in, trying to get a kill on Somewhat, but Somewhat can just fly away from the cog, so I don't know if Wobber made a good decision there. He's going to go down pretty quick. And there's not enough follow-up. There's Shadow Blade from Juju. Juju wants to go in, but not going to get it. It's unfortunate. The thing about playing Clockwork is you are most of the time throwing your life away, sort of Vengeful Spirit swap style. So if your team can't follow up immediately, then you do just end up dead. Veteran with the Manta Star. He's farming pretty well. Very scary to see Medusa farming so well. A Grove Bow, fantastic for Lina, but then could later be a Medusa item. Actually, has managed to finish the full Silver Edge already. There's a smoke from the Dire, though. If they find anyone, this is going to be huge. I think they know a Veteran is. Veteran could use his ult and TP out. I think it's going to be hard. Oh no, they found him. He uses the Manta Star. He drops the ultimate straight away. He runs at them, tries to TP out, but he gets speared just as he's stunned. But Juju is here. Tries to go for a stun, but Juju's been more than he can achieve. Ollie goes in with the ultimate. Absolutely massive damage. They get 2 kills, but Juju is dying. Karen and Oak doing so much damage. Juju will go down, right-clicked by Oak. The tombstone is still here. Veteran, though, just tanking everything. That is the power of being Medusa. Such a tanky hero. Now backward to Lois here. Gets the stun, finally gets the kill, but now he has to play 1 versus 3. He tries to get the ultimate off, but he is just permanently stunned. Literally cannot cast it. Wukong's command has a very long cast time, and that's the battery assault. So that is a full team wipe for the Radiant, and even though they lost both of their cores, Pos 1 and Pos 2, I think you can still say it's not a big deal, because the rest of their team picking up gold. Ollie, I think, is going for his own Shadow Blades, actually going for Chrysalis. So Ollie is playing the greedy damage Earthshaker. He wants to be the hero. They drop the wards. It does a bit of damage to the tower, but unfortunately there is the glyph being used. As you can see, Tim is absorbing some of the damage that the Serpents are doing, so they do very little damage to the tower. That's good mechanic knowledge by Tim. Let's have a look at the level gap. Still quite significant in Radiant's favour. The backward slow, level 13 on the Monkey King, going towards that BKB, not too far away from it. Serpent Wards, maybe the next set will be used on Roche. It is 19 minutes, and Hashem hasn't thought about Roche, which is quite unusual. They didn't nerf it at all. Shadow Shaman's still great at taking Roche. Veteran now working towards the Eye of Skadi. A fairly standard build for Medusa. To go Skadi and after Manta. After that, you really need something like a Daedalus Butterfly. So you need, or Swift Blink, you need the damage on Medusa after that. Looks like there was a bit of a fight in the mid lane. They do manage to get a kill onto someone. That's the mid hero dying yet again. A good play there. Juju now level 16. Still holding a double damage rune and has a Silver Edge. Silver Edge is so much damage. Backstow manages to find a kill on Hashem. Has to drop the Wukong's command ring for it, but I'd say it's worth it. He's not using it that often. Now he can just go and farm. Power of Tree Dance. You can get across the map so quickly on this hero. Lead is still 5k gold on the Radiant. But I'm not sure if that necessarily spells the demise for the Dire. The problem really is Medusa is continuing to farm, and I don't know if Dire have what it takes to kill a very, very farmed Medusa. If they drop all of their abilities, it's pretty good, but you saw Veteran was basically fighting 10 or 11 Tombstone zombies. Didn't care. So tanky.
Missing middle.
And we could have seen Diffusal Blade on the Monkey King, but he decided against it. Went for the standard Maelstrom so he can farm. I think it's smart. Oh, they smoked under a ward. Whose ward is that? Karen. What an aggressive ward, but it completely caught their smoke. Doesn't matter though, because Ollie still managed to get a kill onto Mars. But it looks like Ollie is going to pay for it with his life. Tombstone has been dropped as well. They immediately tried to kill the Tombstone. Big heal from Oak. Then they have to go back on it again. In fact, that keeping the Tombstone alive might have been long enough to get a kill into Juju. Oak is actually just straight up killing Juju, but is there any follow-up? No, there isn't. Someone is now trying to get the follow-up. And he will get the kill. I think if they went on Juju a little bit earlier, Oak didn't have to die for that. Back, so he's pretty strong. There's a rank 1 Shackles. His rank 1 Shackles max hex is a 3.5 second hex. I think it's a bit unusual to max it that order, but I do like it. It's a very, very long hex duration, where Shackles is obviously a lot more risky. So from that fight, it was 3 deaths on the Dire and 2 deaths on the Radiant. They did lose Juju again, but they didn't lose the Medusa. I suppose neither did they lose the Monkey King. But yeah, I think Oak didn't have to die there. It's my my takeaway from that. They should have done a little bit more focus on the Lina, take her down quickly. What was going Aghanim's next item on Clockwork? I maybe would have liked to have seen Shard as the next item. But I think on support Clockwork, Aghanim's is very good because it basically gives you a free refresher orb for a cheaper cost, better stats, and overclock gives you 200 attack speed. I just think the jetpack is really good because it means that you can fly after your target, or you can fly in the air to try and look for a kill. And it means you can escape your own cogs if you need to. If you've trapped in a Monkey King and you've decided, oh, I definitely can't fight that Monkey King, you just fly out your cogs and leave the Monkey King trapped in there. So Roche still up, 22 minutes in, and nobody has touched it. Win probability, it's been very flat at 82%. It's just gone up to 83% as I've said that. But I think Dire still have a chance. Dire have this amazing team fight. They put it all together. Tombstone, Wukong's command, Arena. You put them all together. And it is massive. Tim is very low level, unfortunately, though. He's the lowest level in the game on this Mars. It's only rank 1 Arena. They're going to drop absolutely everything onto Juju. The full Wukong's command as well. It might have been a bit of an overkill. They dropped the Tombstone on top. I mean, literally everything has been used. Oh, he does manage to blink away. They only get 1 kill, but it is a kill on the most fed hero yet again. So, it's nice. But now they are without ultimates for a good 70 or so seconds. And of course, Tombstone's got a fail on cooldown as well. Backwards tries to get a kill on Wobber. Is still going for Wobber. And then Ollie immediately drops out. Look how much damage is done. But Backwards says, I have a BKB, so I am not worried. And they do actually get the full-on tower dive. And there's no Echo Slam, which has a 130-second cooldown. So that is a really, really nice kill for the Dire. Getting Ollie's Echo as well. Even though BKB was used, Veteran just farming away. Got the Eye of Skadi 23 minutes in. He is doing well. Needs to pick up a damage item now. He's about to get a free Wraith Band as well. Just needs to wait a little bit longer, 1 more minute. Oh, do they have vision? I don't have vision, neither do Radiant. They're just outside of each other's vision. There is a Radiant ward up there. It's giving them it's a very defensive ward, shall we say. Rocket Flare's gone out. They see Tim. They get the stun. Second stun. Somewhat does have the Cold Embrace. Actually just goes straight in with the Winter's Curse on Juju, but there's no more follow-ups. Juju is going to be okay. Does have the Silver Edge as well. Wobber has gone in, but they've all managed to get out. There's a Tombstone there. Can they kill the Tombstone? They're going to try. Big heal from Oak on the Tombstone, but unfortunately the Dire team don't really want to go forward. So Tombstone has been used. Bit of damage going to Veteran. Veteran is so hard to kill. He's just gone in, but so is Tim with the BKB, but he went BKB instead of Blink Dagger, which is interesting. But he's actually going to keep him alive so he can kill Ollie, but he's now dying. The Veteran is going to be okay. They manages to walk away. Team fight still raging. Oh, looks like Bakuto is going to die so quickly. Rank 3 Laguna Blade is 900 magic damage. Now Oak is being chased by a Medusa. The spear goes out. It's not quite going to be enough. Is Oak going to be okay? Got the stick. 400 heal with the Soul Rip is going to keep her alive. Very nice play. But they lost Backwards, so they lost Ollie. Bit of a 1-for-1 trade at the moment. Bit of damage going to Veteran. Got to be careful though. Juju just misses the stun. And Wobber's gone in, managed to find Crystal Maiden, but looks like it might be a trade-off kill. There's the Winter's Curse, is finally going to get the kill. Juju dies there, and looks like Wobber's in a lot of trouble. A couple of Tombstone zombies following him. That went better for the Dire, and they managed to get 2 kills for only a death on their POS 4. But these cores, they're still living, at least on the Radiant side. Medusa manages to survive. Still a Radiant favoured game, despite the kills being 19-18, but it's close. Dire have shown that they actually can be pretty good in these fights. Somewhat with absolutely 0 mana, but does have the Aghanims now. Toggleable ability. Increases move speed. I didn't even realise that. Oh, Ollie, he just goes in with the full Echo. Is it enough damage to get a solo kill? Yes, it is. Unfortunately, Oak did not have anything available. Only just had mana. But now the BKB is dropped by Backwards Hello. Big damage onto Ollie. And that is going to be the kill. So it was a big dive from Ollie. Ended up getting himself killed. Not sure if it's worth it. Looks like that poor Shadow Shaman is going to get completely destroyed. So Backwards Hello is really taking his time. And then kills him very quick. Tim steals yet another kill with the God's Rebuke. I just think it's interesting he went for the BKB before going for the Blink Dagger. Must have really been scared of either Clockwork or the Earthshaker or being just shackled to death. But he'll still work on the Blink. But good play from the Dire. They definitely have a chance here. Dust is used. They see Juju. They actually get the arena, but Juju BKBs. You know what? That's the best case scenario. It didn't look like Tim was ready to commit, and he got the longest BKB duration already. So that is absolutely the best case scenario. The fact that Winter Wyvern's Aghanims not only makes Arctic Burn permanent, but gives you 25% move speed the whole time, and you can reapply the health burn indefinitely. That's got to be one of the strongest Aghanims out there. Maybe it's a bit useless for support Wyvern, but for core Wyvern, that is just on another level. So Mars does have the Blink Dagger now, so he's ready to go. That's going to make the team fighting a lot more deadly for the die because they have been relying on either a Winter's Curse to start it off or Tim just walking into the fight. Now he can just go with the blink. Karen rushing a 4-staff is smart. They need a 4-staff against Clockwork, whereas Oak has gone for the Glimmer Capes. They've supported both of the cores. Oak picking up a Heaven's Halberd, not straight away. It's going to take a bit of time to build that, but it is going to be a very crucial item against Medusa. I maybe would have liked to have seen Mars try to think about a Heaven's Halberd, because he's going to pick it up quicker. But it is the right item, nevertheless. Now, they can take Roche very quickly on the Radiant. They're willing to commit to it. I mean, they don't have Medusa. Now, Medusa is the hero they need to take Roche. And Dire are smoking, looking for it. They see that Roche was damaged, but no one's in it. Clockwork Flare reveals Oak and Karen. So Radiant now have a little bit of vision there. Doesn't last very long, the Clockwork Flare anymore. It's only 6 seconds of vision. I think that was a nerf from how long it used to be. However, Rocket Flare True Sight is an amazing talent to have late game. It dewards things, it counters Invis heroes, counters Shadow Blades, Glimmer Capes. Harcog's Leash can be good, but when there's no hero that has an ability that you need to leash anyway, it can be good against heroes like Puck, for example, Ember Spirit, Queen of Pain. Even though they probably have BKB by then. 18 fight is about to break out. They see them. Does Tim is going to get the ult off. He gets 2 of them in the ultimate. Doesn't actually get Veteran, but going to put a lot of damage into the Shadow Shaman, who is going to go down. Does drop the wards. Looks like Ollie's in a lot of trouble as well. There's no way he's going to be able to get out to use the Echo Slam. Though the stun has come out from Veteran. Veteran doing so much damage. And Ollie is actually going to get a kill before he dies. Going to drop the Echo Slam, although it is a bit to no avail. Winter's Curse going on to Veteran, but even with a Lina with so much Fiery Soul just clicking the Medusa, it's just not enough damage. So really nice fight from the Radiant. In fact, it's the power of the Medusa. Out of mana, still 1000 HP though. Hitting really hard with that Chrysalis. Oh, looks like Juju's found another kill. Back, so he gets his ult off. He now has to fight Juju in a one-on-one. He does have his Wukong's command ring up, which makes him very, very tanky. Now he has his own BKB, but Juju just says, well, I'll see you later. I've got a Silver Edge. Was that what happened? That is tragic. Yeah, Wyvern mid. That's somewhat playing the Wyvern mid. It's had some good effect there. But what was really tragic is he got an amazing ultimate next to Medusa and Lina next to each other. But Lina just, even how hard Lina hits, it's not enough to kill Medusa. Veteran is just the tankiest hero ever. And I think they're going to need to put a lot on him if they want to kill him in these fights. They're going to need the Wukong's command ring right on top of him. I've just realised that, like you said now, there's a lot of anti-synergy there. Arena of Blood cuts down a lot of trees. Like, it's an absolutely enormous radius. And then Monkey King has no trees to ult on. You really need to kind of be careful with that. He's got his Skadi BKB Maelstrom. He's pretty strong, this Monkey King. But Roshan's already gone down. That's a 31-minute Rosh. Veteran is going to take the Aegis. Not sure you really want to be trying to kill Medusa twice. Medusa is such a tanky hero. They actually do try to go on Ollie. But now he's got the Aghanims, which means he can get away. Wobber goes in, gets an amazing Cogs, holding them in place. Veteran's inside the arena. He does not care. He does manage to get stunned, though. Winter's Curse. But he's still very, very strong. Juju is actually going to die to backwards hello. That's a really big kill. Echo Slam dropped by Ollie. It's hard to tell who is winning this fight. It looks like Shadow Shaman is at the front. Not going to use the Hex for whatever reason, even though he had it up. And Ollie has managed to escape along with somewhat. So a lot of running away. It looks like Tim has been caught, however. Just got Wobber on his face. Veteran going to get yet another kill. It's not looking good for Radiant. 11k net worth difference now. Even though Juju died, and that was a really nice kill, they just can't stop Veteran. Even with the Winter's Curse on him, it just doesn't matter. Would be really good if Monkey King got his ult early. Yes, it would have been. I agree. I think the Medusa is a little bit out of control now. 20k net worth with the Daedalus, already got enough gold to buy over half of the MKB. Not the MKB, sorry, the Butterfly. And I can't imagine Monkey King is going to pick up an MKB anytime soon. Ollie manages to find a kill along with Wobber on somewhat, which is the mid hero dead. Shaker does a lot of damage, especially with a double damager, and he has gone for 50% enchant totem damage, which I definitely think is a better talent than aftershock damage. I guess unless you're a POS 4 or 5 who really doesn't have any gold. But look at that damage. Plus 927. He's only got a Chrysalis. He doesn't really have any damage items at all. He's not even got treads on strength. He's got them on int. So just nutty how much damage Earthshaker can actually do as a hero. Now he's got his plus 40 echo damage talent, which adds a good chunk to his ultimate. You've got a couple heroes near level 25. That is a core on both teams, but Medusa's 25... I was going to say it's the best in the game, but actually Wukong's ring, getting an extra ring, is ridiculous as well. So they're probably about on equal terms. I don't know if anyone's ever tried to defend their base when Monkey King has used the ultimate, but it covers practically half of your base. Oh, the hook, it's not quite going to land. The rocket flare will. The backward slow will be okay. If the hook landed, that would have been amazing, but unfortunately not. Juju's in a really precarious spot. In fact, Oak needs to be careful. Gonna Glimmer Cape herself away. Rocket Flare right on top of her head, but it's level 19 Clockwork, so there's no revealing. Our Veteran's Butterfly is also really good against the Winter Wyvern, who doesn't have the ability to hit through it, and no Bloodthorn. Bloodthorn Wyvern can be a very nice item. Went for Dragonlance. How much attack range does this Wyvern need? You get 500 with the Arctic Burn. And he's already got 140 from the Dragonlance. And there's some reason it's not showing. Someone goes in. He's going to get a solo kill on Juju. Then Tim drops the arena. Really, really patient play. Ollie tries to jump out, but he can't. It's on cooldown. He does have the Echo. He's not going to use it. This is an amazing team fight from the Dire. And Veteran just can't kill anyone inside the base. He does hit very hard, but there's no way he can fight against the entire enemy team, especially not when Tim is absorbing so much of the damage with Bullet. But looks like Paxo's still going to go down. Never mind, I was wrong. There's going to be a buyback from Ollie, but can Ollie get back into the fight? That's going to be a death on Wobber. And now it's, can your team kill Veteran? The answer might be no. Really nice route by Karen, 3-second route, but it's actually 5 versus 1, and Veteran's still going to get away. Actually, the permanent kiting of someone, literally infinite kiting. They are going to bring him down eventually. Such a tanky hero. But finally, he goes down. Ollie comes in, uses the Echo Slam, but only gets 1 kill, and it's a kill on Oak. That is absolutely not worth it. That is a dieback from Ollie. Absolutely overkill commitment just for a POS 5. That POS 5 who will have Tombstone on death next time you kill her. So yeah, that's exactly what Dire needed. I mean, they're still quite far behind in terms of net worth. And look how farm the Medusa is. But if they can do a couple more of those, you know, they'll claw it back. It's only 9k gold now, which is 17%. It's still significant. It's not insurmountable. Backwards slow with that additional Wukong's command wing. Ring. And you got max rank freezing field as well. That costs over half of CM's mana. Juju is here, but so is Karen. Karen can't really do a lot. Actually, force-staffed Monkey King further into his own demise. So he will go down. Tim's here with the arena, does get the spear, just trying to go for a kill on the support. Somewhat is doing a lot of damage to Lina, but Lina does have the Shadow Blade that will be able to escape. Oh, the save from Somewhat. Really nice last-second use of the Cold Embrace. And looks like we'll go for a further commitment with the Winter's Curse. Is going to get a kill onto the Shadow Shaman. Will he be able to kill the Clockwork? Running out of mana. Wobber actually decides to go in. Tim is going to TP out. Tim changes his mind because he knows that he needs to save his core. And again, no mana on Karen. 600 mana cost is really steep on a hero like Crystal Maiden, who doesn't have the most insane int gain or starting int. So interesting fight there. They do lose backwards hello. But then they do get a couple of kills of their own. Not sure who really benefited from that. It was very close, actually, in terms of gold. You heard the sound of Juju Satanic just healing himself up. Pretty standard build he's gone. 125 attack range. It's not the most appealing talent. I mean, it's less than Dragonlance, and a level 25 talent being as bad as a sort of 2k gold item. Maybe not ideal. Somewhat going for Hurricane Pike's interesting. Yes, he really is struggling with the Clockwork and just wants to be able to get out of the cogs. So I think he can fly out of the cogs anyway. But maybe not sure why he didn't just go a bit more aggressive. Maybe pick up the Orchid or the Bloodthorn. I know Bloodthorn is a very expensive item, but Those Hurricane Pike. Bloodthorn will be really good against the Medusa. Medusa does not have BKB, but does have the Butterfly, and this would save Monkey King from having to go MKB, which he's still not going anyway. He's going for the Basher. I guess their logic is we kill everybody, and then we can just finish off the Medusa last. We have tons of lockdown. Frostbite is 3 seconds where the hero can't do any auto attacks, and it has a 6-second cooldown, so Karen quite literally can keep can keep Medusa from attacking half of the time. Oak is still building the Heaven's Tower, but actually getting quite close to it now. Only needs under 1,000 gold for it. And that's an amazing item. 5-second disarm on ranged heroes. I mean, ranged heroes can't do anything against it. They need either linkers or they need to be in BKB first. Can't be dispelled either once it's been applied. That's the best way to deal with Medusa. You don't necessarily need to kill Medusa rapidly. You just need to lock her down because Medusa can only right-click, can't do anything else. There's no sort of ability she can cast apart from one Mystic Snake, which without Aghanims is a pretty underwhelming ability. Dire are going for a full 5-man smoke. Karen's a little bit behind, using spider legs to catch up. This is going to be a big make or break fight. Have a good chance here, but Wobber is going to scout. They see Wobber. Wobber sees him first. Tim drops the BKB. He has a Wraith Pact as well, interestingly. Going to get the spear onto Wobber, but Wobber's not the target you want to be killing, though. If it's a free kill, it's a free kill. Does manage to escape with the hook shot. Radiant aren't sure what to do here. Juju's got the BKB, just going to walk out of the arena. The rest of the Radiant heroes are sort of hiding. Now Veteran sort of pops out, and they get the Winter's Curse. This is going to be a big kill onto Juju. I think Juju, is he going to die? No, Juju isn't dead. Yes, Juju will finally go down. He's very, very close to dying. Finally drops. So there is a Wraith Pact totem here, which means Medusa's going to do very little damage. And look, Medusa just can't attack. Basically permanently locked down. Does actually get enough damage off to get a kill onto Karen, but that is not going to be worth it. So Dire, they do a massively good team fight. And Wobber manages to escape yet again, hooking to a camp. He is so low, dies to the Witchblade. So it's going to be 4 kills. They only got a kill on Karen. And there's not a lot Ollie can do by himself. So this is a massive turnaround for the Dire. I did say in the drafting phase, if Dire are going to win this game, they need to get these really, really well-played team fights. And Radiant didn't look like they wanted to commit. They were sort of all backing away, hiding, whereas Dire were just going forward and forward and forward. And the nice things about Winter Wyvern is applying this 52% slow plus the Witchblade slow infinitely from like 1,000 attack range. You just can't escape. Once someone has started right-clicking someone, you've either got to all run away or all go in. If you did that, it's bad. So there's a Wraith Pact as well. I guess the Wraith Pact is in case Ollie blinks in and tries to go for the sort of one-shot kill. Nice use of Cold Embrace to keep the creep alive. Means that tower is basically a goner. I think the Glyph didn't really do anything. Delayed the inevitable, if anything. Also level 25 on the Wyvern. That's Splinter Blast stun, which is a very nice talent to have. And that is going to be the first set of racks this game. 41 minutes in. A little bit of cheeky backdooring being done by Ollie. That's what he does best. Nearly actually gets the tower. With 2 catapults there, he might get the tower. The Ollie is going to be able to escape. Blink Dagger. Plus he has a Ninja Gear, allowing him to smoke away. Tower lives on 21 HP. One more catapult hit and the tower will go down. It's trying. It does get the tower, so Ollie does manage to claim a tier 3 tower. Ollie goes in. Absolutely massive echo, but even with all the follow-up, it's not enough to kill Oak, who's a very tanky strength hero. Oak tries to TP out, but unfortunately, Hashim is here. Another tombstone will be dropped. Looks like also a kill on Tim. So a little bit out of position play. We do get the tombstone for another 200 gold. It's a shame it was going so well for the Dire. But they have some catapults in the base. They are going to take down a building. What is this? Baked beans on toast. Don't even let me press this button on the effigy. What is it supposed to be? Is it a Kling? Is it a Lifestealer? Is it Night Stalker? Or Bug Night Stalker? Emily, the fight is that going on. Veteran, he does have his ultimate out. Look how quickly Back Slow is dying. Being saved slightly by somewhat, but it's not going to be for long. Is going to go down. Ollie drops the BKB. This is looking really bad for Dire. They've just lost their core. Oh, Karen is on the wrong side. But Ollie finds it. Look at that right click. Absolutely huge damage. Don't know if he'll go the Enchant Totem talent or the Aftershock talent, because the Aftershock range talent is almost too good to pass up. 200 radius is absolutely crazy, especially if you have the Shard, which he doesn't seem to have gone at the moment. A couple of rocket flares just to push the wave back. He went for Power Cog's leashes. Not sure why, because there's no one to leash on the Dire team. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I can't see anyone who you want to leash. Buyback from Karen, but it's not going to be enough. Backwards though doesn't buy back. They are going to take the racks, and now it's suddenly gone back to a Radiant-focused game. 7 or 8,000 gold ahead. He now can afford the Swift Blink, maybe not with buyback as well. Arena is dropped. They spear him. He's taking a bit of damage. He's almost out of mana completely. This is not looking good for Veteran. Again, another turnaround. We're playing full Dota ping pong at this point. Heaven's Halberd revealed by Oak, which is fantastic against Medusa. Gets the kill with the clap. Picks up 662 gold just for herself. But over 1,000 gold shared. Looks like buyback wasn't needed. Didn't need the Monkey King at all. So really back and forth game at the moment. He has to TP back to try and defend the base. There's a Hex Breaks talent on the Shadow Shaman, but I don't know what you're breaking really, apart from the Bulwark. It's like the only passive in the game. I guess you can break Jingu Mastery. Doesn't really matter while the target's hexed. And Dire are looking to take the second Roche. Got a Wraith Pact in here. Does basically no damage to Roche. What is it, 30 damage a second? The thing is, there's no Medusa, so they're not scared. They definitely aren't going to see a fight 4 versus 5 without Medusa. Medusa doesn't want to buy back for it. So that is a free Roche. Are there any heroes who still need the Shard? Yes, there are 2. Monkey King is one, and Undying is the other. Undying's Shard is not amazing. 35-second lower cooldown on the Flesh Golem can be okay. Monkey King Shard, probably worth taking. Mischief, lower cooldown, more invulnerability. Destroying projectiles as well. That's actually got some really interesting uses. 8-second cooldown on the Mischief. So every 8 seconds, you're invulnerable for half a second instead of 15-second cooldown. And invulnerable for 0.5 instead of 0.1. And you can destroy projectiles. I don't know if that means you can destroy like a clockwork hook, or maybe that doesn't work. I guess disjoint projectile means you avoid the stun part of it as well. Like you could always disjoint something like Laguna Blade, but you couldn't disjoint maybe like a Chaos Knight stun, for example. It would always stun you even if it didn't deal damage. So Dire are 9,000 gold behind, mostly because the Medusa is so crazy farmed. This is their chance to put some damage in. They just on Monkey King, so he's not that worried. Cold Embrace wasn't used on Backward Slope, but I think that was with good reason. Ah, the Shard. Shard is very nice on Winter Wyvern. That free Splinter Blast, especially when there's Splinter Blast stuns talent. Are they too scared to high ground? They are. I thought they would have just done Mega Wukong's Ring and just started to hit it. Because it's such an amazing radius. He's actually going for Refresher now, which I like. Not only is that the double ultimate, but it does give you the double BKB, which is so valuable in the late game. Especially when you only expect the enemy to have one BKB, then suddenly there's another one. So he's just going to be taking down that wave, nice and quick. We're going for all the tier 2 towers. One spotted the double damage rune in the bot lane, but no one's going to be able to get it then. Ollie's just going for some hardcore split push. Don't know if there are many travels on the Radiant on the Dire, so there's only one set of travels. I don't know what Ollie's going to do. I guess he's going to jump into the to one of the Rax towers. I mean, he can. He's a mobile hero. If he tells his team, you know, just chill out, taking the tower, which I think is what he's going to do. He's playing really safe though. He doesn't want to go in. But that means that the Dire, who've now just used their glyph, the Radiant have used their glyph, sorry, the Dire, then they can't be stopped without Ollie. Yes, you got some split pushing from Veteran as well. Ollie TP's back to base, but they have just lost another tower and they're about to lose the Rax. Stun from Ollie. They're actually healing the catapult to keep it alive. Not sure how much the catapult does at this point in the game. Oh, the hookshot's gone in. He's caught too. Backwards though is going to get his ultimate off, and it's a really big ult, but a lot of damage is being done. Ollie's going to get the kill. And they're going to get a follow-up kill on Oak. But if Oak dies, can get the tombstone off first. Then if she dies, she can drop another tombstone. Has dropped the first tombstone. The Aegis is going to go down already. So at the moment, it's only a 1 kill for kill exchange. They immediately get their Hex off. It looks like Baxlow's just going to straight up die. Yeah, he just dies. He can't survive. The right-clicking from Veteran is just way too much, especially with Juju. The double tombstone, it wasn't enough, nor was the Wraith Pact. That is so much gold. 400 gold for 2 tombstones and 100 gold from a Wraith Pact. So Radiant, they do defend their base, but they've lost the tier 3 tower and the range racks. I felt like they were a little bit slow to respond there. Maybe they should have gone in a little bit quicker. Juju does not find Tim. Tim with the haste rune is going to escape. I do like the Wraith Pact. I think it was a smart pick, especially because Medusa, even though she can kill it quickly, hasn't gone for a BKB. So if she doesn't notice it instantly, if Veteran can't spot it, then it can reduce the damage by, you know, quite some margin. I think it's 30% damage reduction, you know, which is a lot. It also lasts 25 seconds, which is easily going to be the whole team fight. Right, this time it's Radiant's chance to push tower. And Veteran just whacks himself on the high ground, no worry whatsoever. There is going to be a glyph, but not sure anyone's really that bothered about it. Tombstone number 1, it has been dropped. There is a Heaven's Halberd available if Oak can try and get it on Veteran. But that's already the range rack's gone. It looks like the melee racks are going to go too. They just can't do anything. With Monkey King dead. Wait a second, they've left the racks on like 1 HP. It's so low, it's dying to the illusion. It's 20 HP. Tim is going to go in. Does get the ultimate off, but then Ollie, he gets a big ult too. But Oak's actually going to be completely fine, stuck in the Cold Embrace. They don't have enough damage to get the kill on somewhat. And Veteran, he manages to drop his ultimate. So actually nothing happens to all that. Amazingly happens is 25 HP. They keep the melee racks alive. That is absolutely huge. And Ollie needs to be careful. He's going to be gone on. Oh, Clockwork Hook into the wave, just trying to escape. Thought he maybe found a target. He does have access to overclocking if he needs it as well for the double ultimate. You went battery assault damage, Talon. I think on Clockwork you probably want the 2 cogs hit to kill in the late game. It makes it 4 hits to kill instead of 2. Power cogs really got nerfed. It used to be 3 hits to kill at every rank. Then it was 2, 2, 3, 3. And now it's just 2 attacks to kill the cogs. So the better use of cogs late game is to hook shot, then cogs to push them back. I think it's like a 1-second stun. And then overclocking, hook shot again, then push the cogs back at them again. And that's, I think, 6 seconds of stun. That pierces BKB, at least the hookshot pierces BKBs. You can get 4 seconds of stun off. I don't think you can double up battery assaults though. I think that would be a little bit too much damage if that was possible. It's such a shame they didn't kill that Rax. The health regen is only 5 per second. But it will be enough by the time they manage to get to Rax again. So very close game. We're at the 51-minute mark. A real marathon Dota game for game number 1. It's a late game Medusa. Only going to get stronger. Still got the Moonshot and the Aghanim Scepter to bind. Aghanim's is crazy on Medusa. Plus 75 int talent at level 30. The neutral item still being picked up. Timeless Relic. Trickster's Cloak. Very nice. Free source of invisibility and evasion and magic resistance. I think Trickster's Cloak is one of the best items in the game. The stats alone on it are so good. Somewhat doesn't actually get... Oh, does get smoked. It's just a bit of a visual bug. The dragon is so shiny. It looks like it's not smoked even when it is. Yo, Viking. Nice to see you again, man. Not been chat for a while. Baxo's going in. Tim, he gets the arena on 3. Gonna instantly take the Shine Shaman, and they've got the Tombstone as well. The Tombstone can't be killed. Veteran is stuck inside the arena. They do get the Wukong Command Ring. This is not looking good for the raid. It's going to be a buyback from Hashim, but actually, Veteran doing a lot of damage. Next disarm from Oak, just staying on top of Veteran. Look at the play. This is really, really nice from Oak. Just staying right on top of Veteran. Now realizes has to back off. Tries to heal backwards. Hello. Back so is fortunately going to die. No, he's going to be fine. Amazing ult from Somewhat. And looks like Veteran's in a lot of trouble now. Is going to be brought down. And that is a long death. 100 seconds. Juju's going to be next. There's a buyback from Ollie. But what a fantastic fight from the Dire. This shows what happens when Dire get everything off. They get the Tombstone, they get the amazing arena by Tim, somewhat manages to get the Winter's Curse off. There's a Wukong's command ring on top. However, they are now missing every single ultimate, and they're not going to have them for 30 seconds. Yeah, it was somewhat Clutchol was really good at saving backward slow. He was an absolute goner there. But no ultimates now. I mean, I would just buy back on Medusa, I guess, but I don't want to for some reason. I mean, there's no ultimates. They don't have to worry too much. But I mean, if they don't, I guess they can hold. They seem to be holding, which is remarkable. I think no, Dire still want to go. A lot of stuns from Ollie though. He didn't go the Aftershock range one. He went for lower cooldown Enchant Totem, which I guess makes sense. He's playing it as a core with Daedalus. Oh, he's taking a lot of damage. Hookshot, but nice heal from someone. Ollie goes in with the Echo Slam. There's the buyback from Medusa. Backward slow, though. He's going to get the Wukong command off. What a heal from Oh, that's like 600 heal or something. Ollie tries to escape, but he actually hits the wall of the arena. Karen is channeling her full ultimate, and there's a Tombstone on the low. Tombstone has been killed by Juju, but it looks like it's a little bit late. Karen is blinking in, four-staffs herself in. Look at the Winter's Curse. That's 3 heroes held in place. Somehow Karen is still alive. And Veteran now completely no mana. There's the dieback. This is going to be the game. And Dire, they pull it out of the bag. A few fantastic team fights right at the end. And Juju's BKB wears off. Does have the Satanic, but I don't think that's going to be able to save. In fact, he doesn't even use Satanic, which means obviously there's no chance for him. So 54 minutes into the game, an amazing team fight to finish it off. Dire are going to win. I mean, they got the jump off first. Tim has had some amazing arenas this game. Team fight winning ones right at the end of the game, sort of the last 15 minutes. Very, very impressed. I mean, as long as Monkey King can get the Wukong's ring off, that's what matters. And he did get it off in those fights. Even if being griefed by Tim. Not intentionally. Yeah, if you look at the graph, Radiant, they had a really solid early game. By about 20 minutes, they're already creating quite a big lead. The win probability goes straight into their favour, stays in their favour. Even at 50 minutes, it's still in their favour. Then a couple of beautiful fights from the Dire. And they just barrel straight down to the other side of the map. And it's really nice to see that. I mean, net worth is not everything. Of course, it's very important in Dota. But as we can see, you can still make a comeback. Just really nice play at the end. Everyone dropped their ultimates pretty much perfectly. Backward slow was able to get the Wukong's ring off, and that secured them the